Hi there. It's August 11th and time for Proverbs E11. So, into the Proverbs now. Okay, this is the second chapter of the actual Proverbs. Okay. The first one, he'll talk about this over and over and over again. Okay. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but just weight is his delight. Right? False balances. Under this word he condemneth all false weights, measures, and deceit. Right? Cheating other people. Okay, that's what it's about. Cheating other people. Okay, he doesn't like that. Okay, 2. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with the humble is wisdom. Okay? Pride, arrogance, conceit. When a man so getteth himself and thinketh to be exalted above his vocation, then God bringeth him to confusion. Right? With the humble is wisdom. Right? One of the main traits that God is looking for is humbleness. Okay? Pride, arrogance, conceit. It's got no place for that. 3, the integrity of the upright guides them, but the crookedness of the treacherous destroys them. 4, riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. Right. We're going to make that yellow. All the righteous ones are yellow in here. So, right. Don't spend your whole life trying to make money, right? You go out of this world the same as you came into this world with nothing. So, why bother? A waste of time. Hey. 5, the righteousness of the blameless keeps his way straight, but the wicked falls by his own wickedness. Yep, usually. Right. 6, the righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the treacherous are taken captive by their lust. Right. Good stuff. 7, when the wicked dies, his hope will perish, and the expectation of wealth perishes too. Right. You can't take it with you, right? 8, the righteous are delivered from trouble, and the wicked walks into it instead. Follow God, and you won't go there, right? 9, with his mouth the godless man would destroy his neighbor, but by knowledge the righteous are delivered. Knowledge. What you know, right? Where do you get knowledge? From the Bible. 10, when it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. And when the wicked perish, there are shouts of gladness. Yeah. By the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted. By the mouth of the wicked, it is overthrown. You can see that all over the world today, right? Just look who's leading things. Okay, 12. Whoever belittles his neighbor lacks sense, but a man of understanding remains silent. Right? Cut people down, belittle people. You don't have any sense. That lacks sense. Man of understanding remains silent. I say this often. Keep your mouth shut, okay? Best thing to do, just keep your mouth shut. 13, whoever goes about slandering, gossiping, reveals secrets, but he who is trustworthy in spirit keeps a thing covered. Right? If somebody comes to you with a problem and says, I need help in this area, please don't tell anybody, and you tell people, you are a gossip, you are a slanderer, revealing secrets. Right? That tears apart churches, that tears apart friendships. 14, where there is no guidance, a people falls, but in an abundance of counselors there is safety. What's it say here? For counselors over here. For God giveth store of men of wisdom and counsel, whose conversation he knoweth not. Abundance of counselors. To think on that one, huh? Okay. 15, he's already talked about this once or twice. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer harm, but he who hates striking hands in pledge is secure. That's co-signing, okay? Don't take on other people's debt. 16, a gracious woman gets honor, and violent men get riches. Weird, huh? What's the note? Modest. Modest or gracious woman gets honor. Violent men get riches. That's weird, huh? 17, a man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself. Pretty much, huh? Always be kind. Okay? I say that over and over again. Always be kind. 18, the wicked earns deceptive wages, but one who sows righteousness gets a sure reward, right? A sure reward that moth can't destroy, rust can't destroy, right? Thieves can't steal. 19, whoever is steadfast in righteousness will live, but he who pursues evil will die. Right. 20, those of crooked heart are an abomination to the Lord, but those of blameless ways are his delight. A crooked heart. I can't imagine. There are people like that. 21, be assured an evil person will not go unpunished, but the offspring of the righteous will be delivered. Right? The offspring, your children. Right? Your children, if you're righteous, your children will be delivered. 22, like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman without discretion. I don't know why, but women are taking to wearing rings in their noses now, which has always been a sign of control of a dumb animal. But they do it. Not that this verse has anything to do with that. It's just something I don't understand, right? A lipstick on a pig, you say now. 23, the desire of the righteous ends only in good, the expectation of the wicked in wrath. Can you say the things you desire and only in good? No, we can only seek righteousness. It says in Romans that no one is righteous. Okay, God is righteous. Jesus is righteous. That's something we try to attain, right? Through grace, right? It comes. 24, one gives freely, yet grows all the richer. Another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. Whoever brings blessings will be enriched, and one who waters will himself be watered. Okay, we talk about this whenever it comes up. If you give to the poor, if you give freely, God always pays you back more than you give. Okay, every time, it's all over the Bible. He will always give you back more than you give. Right? Just bring your 10% and watch that I will overflow your barns and your wine, which is what they grew back then. You see somebody, wow, they are so blessed. They're always getting so blessed. They get so much. You can count on the fact that they're probably giving a lot. Okay. Okay. God fills up your cup. Mine is almost empty. Fills up everyone's cup. If you pour your cup out, he'll keep filling it. The more you pour out, the faster he'll fill it. Right? And you see people over here with their cup like this, and God never does anything for them. And the person pouring out their cup, they see God filling and filling and always filling. Truth. Whoever brings blessings will be enriched, and one who waters will himself be watered. Okay, 26. The people curse him who holds back grain, but a blessing is on the head of him who sells it. Hoarders, okay? Nobody likes a hoarder. I remember back about 5 years ago when somebody started a rumor that toilet paper was scarce, so everybody was buying all the toilet paper and hoarding it, right? There were some who got it and kept it. I'm keeping it, you can't have any, right? People curse those guys. You don't need all that toilet paper. And there was some who bought it specifically so those other people wouldn't buy it and hoard it and give it away or sell it at what they, for what they paid for it, right? Blessings on the head of those people. Happens all the time, but remember the toilet paper one, right? 27, whoever diligently seeks good seeks favor, but evil comes to him who searches for it. Right? If you look for good, you'll find good. If you look for trouble, you're going to find trouble. Just like that. Just that simple. Right? Look for the good. Right? 28, whoever trusts in his riches will fall. But the righteous will flourish like a green leaf. Trust in your riches. Okay, 29. Whoever troubles his own household will inherit the wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise of heart. Right. There's notes over here for that. The covetous men that spare their riches to the hindrance of their family shall be deprived thereof miserably. For though the wicked be rich, yet they are but slaves to the godly, which are the true possessors of the gifts of God. Yeah, I heard the wind. People like that, everybody probably knows somebody like this, right? Right? They get a lot of money and let their family suffer. 30, the fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and whoever captures souls is wise. Right? Wins souls. Is winneth souls over here. That is, bringeth them to the knowledge of God. Right? That's what it is to win souls, or capture souls. Right? Lead them to the Lord. And 31. If the righteous is repaid on earth, how much more the wicked and the sinner? Behold, the righteous shall be recompensed on the earth. That's a weird note. I don't think that belongs there. Okay, let's do all the righteous ones just for fun. Right? Righteousness delivers from death. That. The righteousness of the blameless keeps his way straight. The righteousness of the upright delivers them. The righteous is delivered from trouble, and the wicked walks into it instead. Right? By knowledge, the righteous are delivered. Right? Knowledge. Bible. Right? When it goes well with the righteous, the city rejoices. One who sows righteousness gets a sure reward. Right? Whoever is steadfast in righteousness will live. The offspring of the righteous will be delivered. It spreads to your children. Right? The desire of the righteous ends only in good. Okay. The righteous will flourish like a green leaf. And if the righteous is repaid on earth, how much more the wicked and the sinner? So, like I said, after we finish this last time through Proverbs, I'm going to put all those righteous ones together in one huge chapter. Right? And read them all at once. Okay, what else is highlighted? A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. Cheating people. God will not tolerate cheating people. It goes on a lot. A lot of scamming, a lot of cheating. Big corporations do it, okay? Big corporation. I had a picture here somewhere. I think I can find it real quick. Zoom. There it is. A perfect example of cheating. We'll bring this over here. Okay. And we will zoom in. See what it says up here. WD-40. This one. Now, plus 25 milliliters extra. Ooh, what a deal. Let's see here. Same size can. The old one has 300 milliliters. This one has 275. So it's actually, even though they're printing that, it's 25 millimeters less. Okay? A false balance is an abomination to the Lord. Okay? And they're going to charge more for that one that's got 25 milliliters less than the one with 300. They do that with that. They do it with coffee. They do it with cereal. They do it with, it just goes on. Okay. Back then, they didn't prepackage everything, and people cheated on. They took their weights and they added lead to them and stuff to make them appear heavier, so people thought they were getting more than they were getting. And it's cheating people. Okay, cheating people. Right. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with the humble is wisdom. Right. Pride goeth before a fall. Your grandma say that? Humble is wisdom. Okay, it says lowly over here. God doesn't like pride. Okay, he'll say that in here later on. Pride, arrogance, conceited, haughtiness. He doesn't like that at all. Okay, it comes to disgrace. And when you are humble, you will be honored. Right? To be honored is when somebody else lifts you up. Okay? For riches do not profit in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. Right? You come into the world with nothing, you go out of the world with nothing. It's a short trip. Why waste your time when you could be doing good on the earth? Right? 12 is highlighted. Whoever belittles his neighbor lacks sense, but a man of understanding remains silent. Okay, that's the big one. A man of understanding remains silent. Right? Don't belittle people, your neighbor, your friends. Right? Just for a laugh. Look how stupid he is. Right? Man of understanding. Keep your mouth shut. Okay? Just keep your mouth shut. 13, whoever goes about slandering, gossiping, reveals secrets. But he who is trustworthy in spirit keeps a thing covered, right? If somebody thinks you're trustworthy and then you prove that you are not, and you are indeed a gossiper, you will never live that down, and you will never cover that up, okay? Once somebody knows that you're a gossiper, that's what you will be known as. Forever. Right. Okay, 15. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer harm, but he who hates striking hands in a pledge is secure. Right. Don't take on other people's debt. Don't co-sign for other people's loans. Right. And he will say that no less than 6 times throughout Proverbs. So. 17, a man who is kind benefits himself, but a cruel man hurts himself, right? What's it say down here? If you look for goodness, you'll find it. If you look for trouble, you'll find it, right? A kind man benefits himself, right? A cruel man hurts himself because there will always somebody come along who is more evil, more cruel, bigger and stronger than the cruel man who's boasting. 24, one gives freely, yet grows all the richer, and another withholds what he should give and only suffers want. Whoever brings blessing will be enriched. One who waters fills him up, he watered. And we covered that, right? God fills your cup. You pour it out, he fills it faster. You cannot outgive God, okay? What you give will always be given back to you more than you give, right? Pressed down, shaken together, I used to say. And 27. Whoever diligently seeks good seeks favor, right? Or acceptance. But evil comes to him who searches for it. Right? Whoever diligently seeks good, right, seeks favor. You should always look for the good. Okay? Always. Why? Because evil comes to him who searches for it. You look for trouble, you're going to find trouble. Okay? Leave that to people that are supposed to do that, like cops. Okay? So there you go. That's Proverbs 11. Lots of good stuff in there. All right? And we'll just keep going and keep going. So, there you go. Stay tuned later today. We're still in the book of Romans. Okay? Getting to the good stuff. So give us a like if you think about it. And tomorrow, we'll do it again. See ya.